Hello, this is Sean from the GCC Library, and today I'm going to show you how you might utilize the resources of the library in your Canvas class. But first, it's important to ask, what GCC Library resources can you use in your Canvas class? Well, the answer to that question is pretty much everything, from nearly 100 subject-specific databases loaded with a whole lot of fantastic online content, to thousands of online educational and documentary videos, to tens of thousands of ebooks, millions of online articles from leading scholarly journals and databases, and GCC Library tutorials, guides, flyers, and more. Now, for the purpose of this video tutorial, I'm only going to concentrate on the first four of these, which deal with our online subscription database content. However, you can find more information on adding GCC Library tutorials and guides on the GCC Library's tutorials and guides pages, the links of which can be found underneath this video. Alright, so with that being said, in order to use some of our online subscription database content in your Canvas class, there's a three-step process that you need to follow. First, you're going to use the library website to find your desired content. Second, you're going to copy the permalink or bookmark for the online content. And then finally, you're going to paste this link in your Canvas course. Alright, so let's begin with step one, using the library website to find your desired content. Alright, so the first thing you'll need to do will be to open up your web browser and navigate to the library website. From here you can begin finding content either through the library search box, which searches our books, videos, and databases simultaneously, or through one of our great subject-specific databases, and we'll go over both of these options today. Now, to begin using the search box, what you can do is actually begin by narrowing your search to the information type you're looking for. Therefore, if you're looking for articles, I would recommend selecting the Find Articles tab. And here you can begin searching our rich collections of online articles. And you can narrow by different article types. So for instance, if you're looking for scholarly articles, you can select the Scholarly Articles option. If you're looking for magazine articles, you can select this option. Newspaper articles or reference encyclopedia type articles, you can also select that. We also have a Find Books options for finding books, and we have one particular option for ebooks. And these ebooks can be linked directly into your Canvas class and accessed by your students via their computers. We also have a Find Videos tab, and this is great for finding all sorts of different videos. We have DVD, Blu-ray, and VHS options, but we also have a streaming online option that students can select. And again, these options can be put directly in your Canvas class, and these students can access these videos directly from their computer. Now, we also have a music and art option, and also a databases option that we'll go ahead and talk about in just one second. Now, to search using the search box, simply select on the information type you're interested in, then enter your search terms. So for instance, if I was looking for a video on healthcare, first I'd go to the video tab. Then I would select the streaming online option. Then I'd go ahead and type in my search terms. So let's say I'm searching for healthcare. I'll type that search term in and then hit search or enter. From here, I'll get a result list of all the different healthcare streaming videos that we have, and you can actually link to all of these from your Canvas class. Now, optionally, if you don't want to search using the search box, you can also search using one of our subject-specific databases. To begin using one of our subject-specific databases, what I'd recommend is going to the Databases tab. From here, you can select the discipline or subject area in which you're studying. So let's say this class was for a psychology class. So you can select the psychology option. This will bring you to a full list of the subject databases for psychology. Looks like we have a lot to offer there. Then, if you simply want to copy and link to the database itself in your Canvas class, you can do that. And what you would do is simply hover your mouse over the database title, right-click, then select Copy Link or Copy Link Address, and there you go, and you've copied that link. Also, you can also search the database for article content or video content or whatever the database specializes in by simply clicking on the title of the database. From there, you can begin entering your search terms and searching for great content there as well. Alright, well now this brings us to the second step, copying the permalink or the bookmark of the content. Now, I just showed you how you can copy the link of a database, but for anything more specific, such as a specific ebook, article, or streaming video, you will need to find the permalink. But how do we do that? Alright, now we already talked about searching for content, so let's say I'm searching for a scholarly article on the Affordable Care Act. First again, we're going to go to our web browser. Then we're going to select, again, the Find Articles tab to go to the article. We're going to select Scholarly Articles, and we'll type in our search term Affordable Care Act. And hit enter. So again, this brings a result list of all the scholarly articles we have on that topic. Now it looks like the second one is right on topic, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that one now. Alright, when you click on the title of that article, it will take you to a page similar to this that either has the article or the item record for that article. Now, when you get to this item record, you're going to look for something that says either bookmark, permalink, or something similar. And a lot of times you're going to find this on the right hand side of the item record or the article record. And I see on this right hand side something that says bookmark this document, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this. Once you do so, you're going to simply copy the link that they provide you. So I'll just highlight it, right click, and select the copy option. Now, it's important to note, you never simply want to copy the URL at the very top of the page, because this URL will likely not consistently work from off campus. As well, it might not work over time. Finally, this brings us to the last step, pasting your permalink into your Canvas course. Now you'll do this as you would any normal web link, and it can be done in the text boxes of Canvas pages, assignments, and the discussion board. So let me illustrate how you can do that now. First, you're going to open up your Canvas page and go to the text box for either your pages, discussion board, or whatever it is you want to add this important link. Now, from there, you're going to simply type the title of the article, ebook, or video you wish your students to see. So let me go ahead and just type in Affordable Care Act article. After that, you're going to simply highlight the article. Click at the link button at the top of this text option, and it says link to URL when you hover over it. From there, you're going to simply paste that link you copied into the text box here, and then click on the Insert Link option. Finally, you're going to go ahead and save your changes. Alright, and you're done. And so whenever a student sees this link, they can click on it, and it'll take them directly to that article. So now I've shown you a representative example of how you can integrate library resources and content into your Canvas course. The process is very similar no matter if you're copying an online article, book, or video. You simply go through the same three-step process. First, again, you're going to use the library website to find your desired content. Then you're going to copy the permalink or bookmark of that content. And then finally, we're going to paste the permalink into your Canvas course. Now, if you have any questions about integrating content into your Canvas courses, please look at the GCC Library's Canvas pages for additional printable guides and resources to help you out throughout this process. As well, you can contact me or another GCC librarian who will be more than happy to assist you. Thank you for watching this video tutorial, and please stop again at the GCC Library instruction pages, where we are always adding new content and resources to help GCC faculty make the most out of the resources of the library and the resources available at GCC. Thank you very much.